Recording. Right, guys, welcome. So Friday morning, we had a bit of an up and down day yesterday, but we're going to look into it. I've just been looking at Euro GBP, but that has just flown. So let's start off by looking in regards to what is happening this morning. We've got obviously dollar down 0.9%. Let's just have a little look at it here. So next kind of target would be, I haven't even got it marked up here, 98,500. As you can see here, where's it reacted to? Whoops, so we just get this here. 98,500. So it is at a bit of a pivotal point here. So let's wait and see, obviously, how that one plays out. We obviously got yields are flying. I was surprised yesterday. The dollar, it kind of didn't really do a lot. We had this pump up in the afternoon, but obviously it hasn't really been doing a lot. It's making its mind up. I do think it's got some more downside movement. I do think it's going to target this area, but I'm going to stay away from it. Um, what have we got? We got, stock market up a little bit, not much. I think it's a bit kind of mixed risk appetite. We're now going to go in and have a look to see what we've got today. What's happening? So we got PCE, some GDP for CAD. So CAD this afternoon could be 1 3 p.m. That'll be the last kind of place we'll be looking to enter because it's a Friday. You don't want to be entering trades past probably ideally 3 o'clock, latest. So let's wait and see what happens there. Right, let's have a bit of a flick through and I'll tell you what we are looking at here. So dollar overall is looking like it's pumping to the downside. We've got a very strong pound. Euro's pretty weak. However, we got a pretty strong pound. So let's have a look. I mean, CAD strengthening up. GBP would be one here that I'd be looking at. I would like a little test here. I'd like a little retest of Asian high and London open. So, and then we could potentially take it up to this level, probably a little bit higher actually. So, again, it's going to be that continuation to the downside. I mean, CAD is going to be on the cards, Aussie, because obviously everything's going to strengthen. You got Swiss. Actually, I quite like Swiss. I do quite like Swiss. So let's just mark that one up. We've got pound, which we like. Aussie is one we're gonna basically all the dollar pairs. Gold, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really interested in it. If I was going to trade gold, you'd want to be looking probably at Asia. You'd want to be looking around this area here, Asian low. I want to see what it does around here. Otherwise, I'm not really interested. Yen pairs, I like the look of these. I do like the look of these. I like the look of USD JPY trending a bit higher. Obviously, pound has already gone. That was a perfect entry there. Look at that. Come back retesting, it's gone. Um, Obviously, we know that CAD is relatively strong. I'm just having to breeze through your AD. I'm not even going to bother trading those. These guys here have stitched me up 3 times this week, so I'm going to stay away from Euro NZD. I like the look of that too. I like the look of that a lot actually. So we're going to keep an eye on that one there. So potentially Euro NZD. Euro CAD, not really interested in. GBP CAD, nah. GBP NZD. Do do do. We're only going to enter one trade this morning as well. We're going to keep it so we're going to select the best one that we possibly can, just to make you guys aware. We only want the best. Only want the best. So let's wait and see. Um, what else are we looking at here? Euro, look at that, starting to fly now. I like this as well. US dollars not starting to pump as much. Gold, like I said, I do think this will be tested. If anyone wants a sneaky, risky trade, that'll be the one to do it. Swiss, I like the look of. But I'm going to be a bit more patient. I think one of my mistakes this week, even though it's not been the worst week, we've been a bit hasty. We've been a bit so I got really itchy end of my nose. We've got a really yeah, we've been jumping in and where it was, for example, I think NZD, we caught this here last night all the way down to profit around here, because obviously you guys know I don't like holding trades overnight, but it could swing any way, so we do need to be aware of that. And obviously yen pairs are going to be that kind of d directional tool. I do like this. I do like USD JPY. Let's just have a look at this on a higher time frame. We do have this high here. Let's just mark this up so we know where we could potentially be targeting. That'll be a lovely trade. That's all we need this morning. 94 pips. That'll be lovely. So let's wait and see how this one plays out. We can have a nice stop loss there. 20 pips. Not going to break the bank. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Euro I like as well. Let's just have a look at this on a higher time frame. See what we've got and where and why and how. So what's been happening? So Euro could potentially hit this area here. Let's have a see now. So where are we here? How many pips would that be? Would that be a nice enough trade for us to be like, you know what? We're happy with that. We like that. 30 pips. I mean, at least we'd only need a 10 pip stop loss. So I think we should push it, could potentially push it a bit higher. Let's go for 40 pips. So, but obviously we want to be aware around this area. We know there's nothing in between. So that's what makes this quite interesting. Remember, this is that last high until that high there. So I do like these two. So we got USD JPY. Let's have a look at overall strength here. We've got pound strongest, then we got euro, then we got Swiss, NZD, and then the two which are not are CAD and AUD USD. So AUD USD and CAD. CAD could be one because it's not broken out yet. And we've had a bit of a fake out here. So let's have a look at previous price action here and see what we could potentially be targeting. If we did target these highs, it would be around here, wouldn't it? So let's just have a look. If not, it's going to be these next ones here. So, and if we look at current price action, we are trending to the upside here. It wouldn't be unreasonable to take it up to that level there. So let's now zoom in. We'll have a little looky. I mean, that's a very nice move that is, even up to there. 50 pips. Look at that. That would be lovely, that 9 pip stop loss. So I'm going to highlight that. That's if we get this continuation. Obviously, like I've said, pound here, yes, it was looking good. We got caught out by this yesterday. Um, so I'm going to avoid that today. I like USD CAD. AUD USD is gone. USD JPY is a good one. And Euro JPY as well. So let's have a C. Let's have a CCC. Um, we know that the weakest pairs are going to be Aussie's definitely weak, 0.9. CAD's in the middle of the range, but on the weaker side. Yen's potentially holding its own ground a bit here. So look at your NZD as well. Do like this, but I don't. Wow, hasn't been around here for a while. Let's have a look at a monthly. There we go. That's what we like to see. So monthly wise, if we're looking to target someone, it would be these levels here. Might get sucked in. Let's just have a look on a weekly. Yeah, we'll be happy with that. Next level would potentially be this one here. And then potentially here. This is where you can obviously use your kind of, levels, previous levels to your advantage. I mean, that's a pretty high kind of level there. I think we could target that no problem at all. I do like this one as well. So just to make you guys aware of that. However, I am cautious about this Asian high. However, If we pulled our stops just below, we had a nice, I reckon we could even not push this one because it doesn't move a hell of a lot. Maybe a 1 to 3. I'd be happy with that on this. So let's have a look. So we've kind of got our trades laid out here. We got one, two, three, four opportunities. Not USD CAD. That is not an opportunity. Euro. I like these trending a bit higher. How's CAD JPY doing? So CAD, strangely enough, is strengthening, and it could be optimism on this data coming out here, this GDP. Obviously, GDP across the board has been pretty good all around. We had, dollar had good GDP. We had pound. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's have a look at some of these questions. Here we go. Where's gold today? Morning. Okay. They're good questions. Right, we've got like 1 minute, so we're gonna do this one here, and then we'll obviously hold off from there. So let's wait and see. I like Euro JPY. I like USD JPY. USD CAD needs to break out, so that one might be a bit later on. Euro NZD I like too, but I'd want a little bit of a retest here, and then we can see a nice continuation. So we've got two or three here. We got two or three. Which one are you choosing? I don't know yet. We're gonna have to wait and see. You gotta be patient. Trading is a patient game. So you've got to be patient. That's for all you gold hunters. I would be monitoring the dollar, all right, today because what you got to think about, dollar's broken back through this. I think even if it descends, it's still going to come back one more time and retest this area. Now, what is that going to do? That's going to pull gold down to retest this Asia low. So I would be on the favoring side of it, retesting Asia, low. You could do it if you love doing lower time frames. You could argue that there is was a little channel forming here and it's broken out. So you can obviously start to stack your own confluences up. It's up to you. But I'm not with gold. I don't want to sell it. Ideally, even after yesterday, right, we had that really short kind of, sell off here. Where was it here? Nice, sell off. Where was it? Thursday. There we go. Here we obviously called it from here, but then we had this big retaliation rather than coming down. So it doesn't really interest me, but I do think this Asian high might get torn into. So let's have a look now. So we've got USD CAD's not ready yet. USD JPY is one that I do like the look of. I do think we can trend higher, and Euro too. How about Euro NZD? Let's go in as well. I like Euro JPY. Even if we were to take it here, we could probably go for a 15 pip stop. We've got a nice 1 to 2.5 there. I like this. I'm going to enter your JPY, guys. Right. Euro JPY. Hopefully we can get a little bit more of a drop before we hop in. There we go. So we've just got in here. So that's nice. Right, let me just post this in the group because that's what we do. And then we can get that in the group. We've actually come back and tested this, which is nice actually. So let's have a look at Euro NZD. That's still going. USD JPY. I think that's going to go anyway. I do like USD CAD, but I probably would have to wait another 15 minutes for this to break out. And then obviously we can capitalize on that too. So just there we go. Perfect. Right. Let's wait and see. Currently planning back into this area. I don't mind that. We've cleared this. So let's wait and see. We know that obviously euro is one of the strongest pairs, but obviously everything is going to be struggling. If we get a weak dollar, then pound or potentially euro is going to be one that we'll be looking for. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. We know that euro is stronger than yen right now. So let's wait and see how this one plays out. But yeah. USD CAD might be the only other one that we're looking at this morning. I'm going to hold off on everything else. I think USD JPY is going to clear these highs. Euro's just testing obviously this previous high and obviously testing the London Open. We've got a 14 pip stop, which is absolutely nothing. So let's wait and see how that one plays out. Apart from that, that's all I'm going to be looking at. I think this morning, like I'd said, I like the look of USD CAD. There we go, starting to pull up nicely now. I like the look of USD CAD, but we need again a breakout. All right, we have to break out, otherwise we're not going to be interested in it. But I do like USD CAD. AUD USD's gone. Gold, look at that, just retesting. Let's wait and see. USD JPY slowing. Euro JPY about break even at the moment. So let's wait and see. But like I always mention, you wanna be, hopefully you're kind of learning from how I'm breaking everything down, and obviously, looking at everything, and then obviously you can, then kind of understand how important. Look at your NZD, it's gone. You can kind of then, understand how important it is to make sure you're building this picture around, what you're trying to enter, and why. Because it's going to really, really help. So yeah, let's wait and see. Yours doing well across the board here, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if we start to pump nicely. All right. So yeah, that's about it from me today. USD CAD breaking out. This would be the only other one which I'd be looking to enter, which would be USD CAD to go long. But I want to see it break above this. And then I want to see a little bit of a pullback, whether we get it down here or whether we get come and retest this. We're gonna have to wait and see. Yeah, bless you. So yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good. Robin wants to look at oil. Oil here. Let's have a look at oil. I used to trade it a lot, but uh, I don't because oil is very, very, very manipulated. So it's quite hard to control. But if I was going to be looking at oil, one, I'd be looking at this level here as a massive 1-2 hold. Um, trends are all over the place here. We are trending above the 50 EMA here, so you could then obviously mark up right. This was our last technically high, but then we've obviously got a lot of obstacles here. I think there's potentially further downside movement here, coming in to test this area, but we'll obviously have to wait and see. It isn't the nicest of price action. The only thing you could do if you wanted to play it really, really, safe would be to box out this area and wait for obviously a breakout either or, because that's what it looks like is kind of happening here. Um, that's what I would be looking at. Lower time frame, which I don't really look at on oil too much. Obviously, we do have a nice trend here, nice channel. So you could potentially be monitoring that if you want to take it to the upside. This might be the best area to buy from here. This is kind of the pivotal area because if trend continues, then you will, it's going to have two confluences there. This channel will hold, and this level of support will hold. That's automatically two confluences, uptrend, third confluence. However, if fourth confluence trading above EMA, we've already created four reasons why to take this trade. However, if we do if we do kind of do this, then obviously again, we've got reasons to take this trade. It would trade in below the EMA trend, will have broken, will have broken the level of supports. Then it turns into resistance. Then you've got to always be adding up. Either or, there's going to be a lot of reasons to take these trades. So that's how you got to be, thinking about it all the time. So yeah, Robin, if I was looking to sell, I'd be looking to have this kind of situation here happen. So let's wait and see. USD CAD. Let's just pop back into this one. I like this. Like I said, I like it a lot. We're obviously doing, pre-planning. We're doing what we want, so we're making things happen that we want to happen. So yeah, just to be aware of that. That's what we like. So yeah. But that's about it, I think, for me today, guys. Unless you got any more questions, I will probably hold it off there. How do you use your volume profile Frenchies? There is a video on it in the VIP and or the inner circle, and it's pinned. I've got everything on the inner circle actually for free. I've got the volume tool, we've got Golden Zone, we've got New York Kill Zone, we've got Tokyo Drift, we've got Britannia Breakout, we've got everything. So, it'll be quite interesting to, for you guys to obviously when you're in the inner circle, you can watch them, they're completely free. So yeah, just to make you aware of that. I'm pretty happy. I've got a few positions open on Euro JPY, pulling up nicely. Robin has messaged me Euro JPY three times. I'm guessing you were messaging me because it was three pips in loss at that time. It's only for 14 pip, stop loss, and so do not worry. All right, I don't like to swing with huge stop losses. There are groups out there that will post a trade, and actually, if you look at it, it will look at something like this, and you'll be entering like up here. So. But that's not me. That's not how we roll. We like to do things live only. So, right, guys, we're obviously ending this on in profit. So that's what we like to see. I'm going for a huge day today. I've got my target, so let's wait and see. I'm going to try and do it with as little trading positions as possible. But obviously, yes, we're going to enter. Um, um, One position this morning and then one position this afternoon. After I have a loss, I just like to rein it back slightly, so rather than, hammering it and going for it as good as it looks, I like to obviously, rein it back and then just make sure we've made some good profit. today. So let's wait and see. Hopefully, we'll be speaking in a bit, and Euro JPY will be up here. So let's go, guys. I hope everyone has a great Friday. I'll be back live trading it too. Like I said, we're only going to trade live in our group now. We're going to make it completely different to everybody else. We're live traders only. So whatever is, whatever we're talking about is what we are trading. We only trade live. So hope everyone has a good Friday. And yeah, let's make sure it's a profitable one. Have a good one, guys. Yeah. Have a good one. Sorry, I'm just gonna record this because I want to. Yeah. Have a good one, guys. Everyone put a thumbs up. Yeah, that's it. Brilliant. Right. Have a good one, guys.